What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we got the keys to the all-new 2021 Chevrolet Tahoe Z71. Huge shout out and thank you to Marion Chevrolet for providing this new 2021 Chevy Tahoe for today's video. Definitely check out the link to their website down in the description below. They have a huge selection of all the brand new Chevys and they're getting in all the new 2021, so definitely check them out. And the model that we're looking at today is finished off in shadow gray metallic and has an MSRP at $65,000. Underneath the hood of the new Tahoe, this utilizes a 5.3 liter 8-cylinder engine that cranks out 355 horsepower and 383 pound-feet of torque. The engine is only paired to a 10-speed automatic transmission and sends the power to the rear wheels through a limited slip rear differential. It also does have a 2-speed transfer case to connect it to the 4-wheel drive system. And with a curb weight coming in around 5,800 pounds and a 24-gallon fuel tank, you're looking at 16 miles per gallon in the city and 20 out on the highway. The overall length is 210 inches with a wheelbase at 120.9 inches. We get a width at 81 and a height of 75.9 inches. And then standard ground clearance is 8 inches, but if you opt for the air ride suspension, you can adjust that all the way up to 10 inches. You also get ventilated disc brakes in all 4 corners, and this particular Tahoe has an optional set of 20-inch two-tone wheels finished off in a metallic gray and a machined silver, and then they're all wrapped in an all-terrain Goodyear tire. And then for overall capabilities, the max payload capacity is 1,700 pounds with a standard towing at 7,700 pounds. And then if you opt for the max towing package, it bumps it all the way up to 8,200 pounds. The all-new 2021 Chevy Tahoe has a fantastic look all around with very aggressive styling. This Z71 is more geared towards off-road with a little bit more aggressive design up front than the standard trim levels. You can see this massive blacked out front grille with a blacked out Chevy logo and then a forward-facing camera underneath that. The Z71 logo is located over in the right side. This provides a ton of cooling to the engine to really keep this V8 cool. And then moving lower in the front bumper, we have gloss black trim pieces and 4 forward-facing front parking sensors. We also get an aluminum colored trim piece in the lower portion of the front bumper with red tow hooks to really add to that off-road design. And then moving to the headlights, we have LED daytime running lights in the farthest sides with a really cool design. You even have a body-colored portion cutting out into that. And then those flow very nicely up to the LED headlights that also have a much more modern appearance. And all of that flows together to the hood. You can see how the whole front end of the hood wraps around this front bumper. And then there's a lot of sharp lines around the hood, really to help give the front end a wide and bold appearance. And then moving to the side profile of the new Tahoe, you can see how much higher the front bumper is comparing it to standard trim levels. We also get the Z71 badge up on the front fenders, some sharp body lines around these wheels, and then a sharp body line going from the hood above the headlights all the way through the vehicle, giving it a nice design. We also get body colored door handles and body colored mirror caps with your integrated LED turn signal as well as a camera beneath that. And then we get a blacked out Tahoe logo on the front doors as well as all black trim around the windows. There's a body colored portion on the C-pillar to separate the doors from the rear glass. And then moving to the rear end, we have all new LED taillights with the Chevrolet logo right in the center of this chrome trim piece. There's a molding on the rear liftgate with Tahoe written underneath that, as well as a blacked out Chevy logo. And then moving below that, we have the handle for this tailgate, as well as 4 more parking sensors on the rear bumper and some more trim pieces in the center. The third brake light is mounted on the spoiler and the windshield wiper is hidden underneath that. And this rear end flows together very nicely to tie in all the new designs. So there's a good look at the exterior as well as some of the performance specs with this all-new 2021 Chevy Tahoe. Comment down below your guys' thoughts on what you think with this new design. The Z71 front end is a little bit different than the standard trim levels. I personally really like it. I think it's super aggressive. But now we got this new key fob. Let's check out the interior. We also do have remote start, of course. Go ahead and lock the truck. And then double tapping this, we can automatically start it up. V8 roars to life, very easy to operate. And then just tapping that button again, it shuts off. And then keeping the truck locked, all you have to do is go up to the door handle and grab it and press the button right there. We can automatically unlock it and check out the whole interior. This interior is finished off in black leather and it has wood and aluminum accents all around. Starting with the door panel, we have black leather and stitching along it. We have some padding right here. Your grab handle is in front of that with your memory seating, the window controls, and then your mirror controls. You can see the aluminum release handle with lock and unlock and all of the various trims. Really good design all around, very modern. And then in the lower portion of the door panel, we have some storage up top and below, and then part of the Bose audio system. And then moving our way inside, we have Chevrolet on the door sill, finished off in aluminum. And then all of your power seat controls are on the side of the seat, as well as your lumbar support. And then moving to the seat itself, we have all black leather with the same gray stitching. Really nice design to it, very comfortable and very supportive. Really nice stitching all around the top, makes its way all the way to the headrest. And then flipping around to the steering wheel, more black leather with the aluminum accents. And then we have black stitching all throughout it and a blacked out Chevy logo. And then now inside, keeping my foot on the brake, we can go ahead and fire it up. Taking a look at the steering wheel now, we have all your cruise control settings over on the left side. Toggling this button right here is for the gap adjustment for the radar cruise control. We have the heated steering wheel as well. Some Bluetooth and audio controls over on the right side. And then scrolling this wheel up and down and then toggling this left and right, we can control the menu right in the center. We have information right here with a lot of different items within the Tahoe, a lot of different parameters, safety settings, and all sorts of things like that. Then if you continue to scroll over, we have your music, your navigation pops up, you have the phone icon, and then under settings you can see more things. And then we have your turn signal stock over here with all of your wiper blade controls. And then down below the steering wheel we have the trailer brake gain, all of your headlight controls, as well as the two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive selector, an electronic park and brake, and then the auto start stop feature you can turn on and off, lane keeping, parking sensors, and more settings. We have one of the air vents on the left. You can see the aluminum and wood trim. And then the black leather, as well as some more stitching along the dashboard, has a very clean look to it all around. Then we have this 10-inch navigation screen right in the center, has a really cool design to it. Everything is touchscreen, of course. Just like all the other GM vehicles, you can easily control everything with your main screen with different items, audio, phone, everything like that, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay. You can go under trailering and get started with that. Then if we continue to scroll over, we have more items, tap and climate, all the climate controls come up, and you can even adjust all the rear settings from the screen, which is a really good touch. And then tapping the camera icon over on the right side, you can see the front view camera pops up. We have a top-down view over on the left, and you can turn that on and off by just tapping this icon. If we toggle this one, we now have the rear view, and then we can even have the trailer hitch guideline go away. We have lines that come up as well. And then taking a look at a top-down for the rear and the front, and then we have the same thing for the front wheels and the rear wheels. You have your drive controls over on this left side. Very nice the way they're designed. You push down for park, and then with your foot on the brake, you just pull these back. We go into drive. Neutral you press, and then for reverse you just pull this back, and of course the backup camera automatically comes up. Going back into park now, and then we have your low range right here. You can plus and minus that as well for the different gears. And then below all this we have more air vents and your hazards over on the right, and if you pinch this we can open this up, and we have a lot of space in here. It can almost fit a whole hand, so great for a cell phone for a passenger. Really nice touch. And then some more leather trim and stitching. We get the same stitching all around this new dashboard. And then below all that, we have some shortcut keys right here for the main screen, the volume on and off, and a check mark and tuning on the right side. Climate controls are all down here. We have different zones up top, AC and recirc, your defrosters, dual zone climate control. You can easily adjust that. You can go under auto, you can sync them. All the heated controls for your seats, as well as the rear climate on and off. Then we have a wireless phone charging mat, USB ports, and then a 12-volt outlet over on the right side. Ton of storage here with two cup holders, nice leather and stitching all around it, and there even is some storage right here. Now taking a look at the center, we have a little bit of a pad right here with more stitching and leather. And then just pushing this button open, you can check out the center storage space. You have quite a lot of space in here, you can definitely fit many items, even with two USB ports on this front side. Then closing that up, taking a look at the glove box now. Pretty normal, exactly what you would expect. Really good size there. You can even see the leather finish off right here, and then wood trim over on the dash. And just one really good look at the overall interior of the 2021 Tahoe. A nice update from the previous generations. I think Chevrolet did a great job really making this much more modern. Then if we move our way up top, we have all the panoramic roof controls. We can slide the glass, we can make the sunshade go open or tilt it. Then we have controls to lower the rear seats. Then you can even adjust how high you'd like the liftgate. And now to take a look at the rear seat space of the Tahoe, we can go ahead and open up the door. The door panel is finished off very similar to the front. We have the stitching in leather, wood grain trim, same release handle and everything with the grab handle and a little bit of storage, as well as the Bose audio. We have the Chevrolet logo again on the door sill. We have some manual controls to slide this and fold it. Really nice stitching all around. You can put the headrest down. These are captain's chairs. And then I have the driver's seat set to my height, which is 5'11". Let's go ahead and hop inside to the Tahoe. Of course, this is a jumbo size SUV, so we have a ton of space in here. I have plenty of leg room and knee room. Got about 4 or 5 inches in front of my knees, and my feet are fitting very nicely. We have the armrest right here, exactly what you would expect. A lot of glass in here. I feel very open and roomy. And then we have the captain's chairs armrest right in the center. So definitely a good look all around. And then taking a look at some of the amenities. We have 2 cup holders and easy reach on the center console. And then climate control modes are down here with your heated seats. And then you have 2 USB outlets. And then flipping this up, we have a 3-prong outlet as well. Then of course some storage in the backside right here. And then going ahead and hopping into the rear seat, given these are captain's chairs, I can easily slide back. We got a 3-seater bench seat back here, so even in the center, you do have a lot of legroom, as you would expect. But then moving to the normal seats right now, surprisingly, this is actually really comfortable. I have plenty of legroom and knee room. My knees have about 1 inch or 2, and my feet are fitting nice right by the seat. We even have some cup holders, USB ports, seat belts up there. So now let's go ahead and take a look at folding these down. You do have buttons right here. If we go ahead and tap these, if the door is open, everything folds flat nicely, which is a really cool, convenient feature. And then from there, you just grab this release handle, lift it up, and the whole second row seat folds up just like that, which makes it a little bit easier to get in and out of the second row if you would like. And then moving to the rear end now, we have a power liftgate. Just pressing that button, it automatically opens up. We can use the key fob or the button on the interior for that. And then moving our way inside, this actually looks like it's a lot more room than previous years. Even with the 3rd row up, that's definitely quite a lot of space. And then on this right side here, we have different power controls for the 2nd and 3rd row seating. If you just hold these down right now, these will automatically fold. The headrests fold as well. And that actually took like a split second. Really nice the way that works. And then just tapping this one right here, that seat will fold down as well. If we go ahead and tap these again, they'll automatically fold up, which is really cool. And then for these buttons right here, if we push them up, these will automatically fold up. And honestly, that is impressive how quick that is. Other vehicles, that takes a lot longer, so good job, Chevy. That is a really nice touch. And then one more feature, you can use the button on the key fob or the black button right here. We can automatically open the glass and then lift that up. So really nice. You also have this access to get into the rear end. All right guys, so we are setting off now in the 2021 Chevy Tahoe. We're gonna see what this thing is like out on the roads. First and foremost, I'm loving the new design. The front end looks so cool being the Z71, and then the whole exterior just looks modern and up to date and like clean and classy, but still super aggressive. So I'm really liking that. The new interior, very nicely appointed and finished off. I think everything is laid out very well. All the buttons, I mean, there's not even that many buttons. It's super easy to use. The drive control, a little bit different than normal, but very easy to get used to. And then just getting comfortable in these seats now. Armrests are in a great spot. Headrest is really comfortable as well. And I like how big and roomy this thing feels. The windshield is huge. There's so much glass right around this front. And I just feel like I'm on top of the road and just can kind of control everything I want to do. I'm already really liking the suspension. So this is the Z71, a little bit more geared towards off-road. So it's nice and soft. It's absorbing the bumps very well. Ride quality is really nice, even on this really bumpy road right now. So I am really enjoying that. And then even just visibility, looking over my left shoulder, visibility is really good. You have a lot of glass. The rear view mirror is really large. I can easily see behind me. And then over your right shoulder, same thing. So then now that we're on a nice smooth road, ride quality and comfort and quietness, it's really quiet. You don't hear anything. These are a little bit more off-road aggressive tires than the standard car is gonna have. And you don't hear anything, so it's really nice how even this trim level, super comfortable and composed on the road. And then we have the 5.3 liter V8. You can also get a 6.2 liter V8 in other trim levels, and then there is a Duramax diesel as well. So you have 3 engine options for the 21s. The Z71 only gets this engine, however. So let's see, just getting up to some speed with kind of power we got, just getting up to about 50. So the 10-speed automatic is doing what it needs to do. I don't even feel the gear changes, and that's right up to speed, and that was not even close to 4,000 RPM. So adequately powered, it's plenty to do that. The towing capacity is pretty ridiculous. And then you can even get the air ride suspension. It's self-leveling. There's like 5 different settings, and you can go from 8 inches of ground clearance to 10 inches of ground clearance. So a very capable vehicle already. As far as the fit and finish and all the materials that you're touching, I'm really liking how soft this leather is on the steering wheel, and all the leather everywhere else in the car is really premium feeling. Everything is nice and soft. There's nothing like cheap plastic feeling or anything. All the plastic buttons, they do feel very high quality, and it's very laid out in a good way. It doesn't look cluttered or busy. You have a lot of buttons over on this left side, but they're at least sectioned off to where you know exactly what they do. Pretty simple to do all that. But I like how composed it feels, just going around some turns. There's no body roll, and we're going 50 miles an hour on some pretty decent turns, but very composed. You know, there's no crazy body roll. The steering is nice and light, but still very direct. And then even kind of going back and forth. Very controllable. I'm liking that a lot. and the transmission seems to shift when it needs to, but you don't really even notice it. So with the 10 speeds you have in here, I think it's optimizing all of the power very nicely to keep the power band alive, and it feels very nice and smooth. We have the lane keeping assist, so if I go over that line, it does the steering intervention for me. So you got all these safety features in this, and there's of course different trim levels you can get. There are, I think it's like 8 or 9 different trims or something, many different packages. So you can really spec out a Tahoe to be exactly what you're looking for. More luxury trim levels, like of course you got a high country as well, and then more base model ones if you would like. So I like how with the Tahoe you are getting so many different things you can get, such a huge variety of SUV. And then of course you can get the Suburban, which is going to be the same vehicle, just bigger rear end. And I am surprised how much space you actually had behind that third row seat even when it was up. This is definitely larger than the previous year. And then with the Suburban, you have even more space if you want to opt for that. I'm a big fan of SUVs in general. I think they're just so capable. They look good. I love the proportions that an SUV gives you. And the Tahoe's been kind of on my top list of the jumbo SUVs that I really like. And honestly, I think this is pretty awesome just the way it's laid out. And by far, it looks the best. Some people may disagree with that, but honestly, I think this is looking the best because in today's world, all the SUVs and crossovers are looking the same. They're all coming out just looking the same. There's nothing different between any of the brands. But I think with General Motors now, the Tahoe especially is looking like nothing else. No other jumbo SUV is looking like this. And I think they're really stepping outside the box to make this more aggressive, more fun, more lively. And then with all the different trim levels, you can just really piece it together to get the one that fits your needs. I would probably opt for this one just because I like the off-road, the sportiness, and I think it looks super sick. And then on the inside, like I said, really comfortable, luxurious enough in this trim level, but very sporty as well. So I think that's about it for the test drive with the 2021 Chevy Tahoe. Really nice SUV all around. I would put this at the top of the list in all honesty. I think Chevrolet has really done a fantastic job with the Tahoe over the years. And now for this newest generation, I think this really just stepped it outside of everything else and really took it up a notch. All the technology, the fit and finish is nice, the trim levels, and then the design just looks so cool. But that's about it, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's video with the new Tahoe. Once again, a huge thank you and shout out to Marion Chevrolet for providing this new Tahoe for today's video. Definitely check out the link to their website down in the description below. They have such a huge selection of all the brand new Chevys, so definitely check them out. But that is it, guys. Give the video a huge thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next video.